Hey guys, welcome back to another Final Fantasy XIV playthrough video. Previously, we finally got the crystal for the airship that meant we could go and fight Garuda, the last remaining primal. So we went there, battled Garuda, and won, but then had a surprise visit from the Black Wolf himself, Gaius Van Belsar, and then it all kind of went south from there. And that's where we left off. So we're kind of screwed. You can check out the previous video and all the ones before if you haven't yet in the Final Fantasy playlist, either by the link in the description below or by clicking up there. And if you're new here, don't forget to like and subscribe, hit the notification button so you don't miss any new uploads. I appreciate it a lot. Let's get into it. All right, we're back in Ulda. It is past time that we return to the Waking Sands. To leave our headquarters in disrepair any longer would be to dishonor the memory of those who fell there. We've been brought to our knees, but we will rest, rebuild, and rise once more. There's gotta be someone in here, right? Oh, Ishtola or Yida. There's so many people that were missing. Like Thancred too. No, Yida, is that any way to greet a friend? Sid, wait, is this a dream? Not that I'm aware of. It's been a while, Yida. Oh, I thought she fainted. I don't believe it. I was sure you'd been... This place has seen better days. You know, I wasn't actually here when I was still in talks with the Adder's Nest. The first I knew about it was when I came back and I saw the bodies. The church had taken care of the bodies, but that still left the stains. It was hard to know where to start if Ishtola hadn't been there to help me. Ishtola is here too? Okay, so she's good. Yes, but she's not here right now. She's gone to Ulda to meet a man who might know what happened to the others. Papalimo and Philia weren't among the dead. According to the church, Ishtola thinks they were taken somewhere. On the orders of the Black Wolf, no doubt. Why would he want them? Because they possess something he desires, knowledge of another power that can be brought to bear against the primals, one that Gaius has yet to harness. The Echo, right. Gaius will be aware of its existence, as well as the immunity it grants the gifted to the primal's influence. Powerful though his elegant weapon may be, he would doubtless desire such protection. He means to use Minfilia to gain an understanding of the Echo, none of which explains how the Empire came to know the condition of the Waking Sands in the first place. That's what I wanted to know. Do we have a mole? No matter, the Empire has shown its hand and now we must act. It is up to us to rebuild the Scions and save Eorzea. Can I count on you, Ida? What? Oh, yes, of course, whatever you need. We can discuss our next move upon Ishtola's return. For now, I say we rest. Damn, comfy rest, huh?
Hear, feel, think.
Who dat? Is that Dalamud? Okay.
Bringer of light, brave gatherer of the crystals, thy soul burneth bright. I am Hydaelyn, all made one.
Hydaelyn.
Hearken unto me now, for the darkness doth begin to spread. Wear thee the bearer of the crimson brand, for he is the avatar of shadow, whom death attendeth always. The crystals shall be thy salvation, thy blade and shield both.
Okay.
Steel thyself, for at the appointed hour thou shalt stare into the heart of darkness. Go with
What if I don't
caution,
wanna?
my child. But fear not, for I am ever with thee.
Okay. She seems pretty powerful. Do that. Hey. Hey, Stola. I see you in Alpha Node receive and Thid. So, the Wi-Fi should meet each other, thus defies simple explanation. It is as if the benevolent hand of Master Louis Swa guides us still. He would not see us undone so easily, not now when the need is so great. I know where Minfilia and the others are being held. Oh. Okay. Where? An Imperial stronghold in the heart of Mordona, Castrum's Sentry. Aha. The rescue of our allies will be no small undertaking. Even under normal circumstances, breaching the defences of an Imperial castrum would be a highly dangerous proposition. But now that Castrum's Sentry houses prisoners whom the Garleans deem valuable, we may be confident that they have taken additional measures to ensure the stronghold's security. If we are to free our friends, we will require an effective strategy, and if we are to formulate an effective strategy, we will require intelligence. I believe I know a man who may be able to assist us in this. Lord Portalain of House Durandare. Oh no, not Kurthus. The man who unmasked the heretic in our midst. To what do I owe the pleasure of your company? You're an associate of Stola? But of course, Lord Drillamont confided to me that you were assigned to the 7th Dawn. Wow, we're just telling that to people now. Okay. Castrum's Sentry, what interest have you all in the Imperials? They hold several of our number whom we intend to free. Any information you can provide would be greatly appreciated. I see, that might explain our scouts' reports. They observed 4 prisoners being led to the castrum. A Huron woman, an Elysian man, and 2 Lalafels, 1 male and 1 female. So we got Minfilia, Thancred, Papalymo, Tataru. What about the guy with the hood? Unless that's him. Oh, it is Urianger. So then where's Thancred? It's them, it has to be. Minfilia, Urianger, Papalymo, and Tataru. Where's Thancred? If that scant morsel is of use to you, you may also be interested to hear about a more recent incident. An Imperial airship made an emergency landing here in Kurthus not long ago. 2 men believed to be prisoners, a Rogadin and a Lalafell, were seen fleeing the craft. Ah, it's Onion Head and Biggs. A Rogadin and a Lalafell, Master Gollum. Neither wore Imperial dress, and they both seemed disinclined to wait for rescue, hence our assumption that they were prisoners. Yep. Trust those 2 rascals to escape. We must find them, and soon. The Imperials will not rest until they are captured or killed, and if Biggs were given the choice, I fear he'd take the latter. Let's go get him. If, as has been suggested, the Garleans took our fellow Scions prisoner in hopes of understanding the Echo, it seems reasonable to assume that they will not be executed until such time as the study is complete. But Biggs and Onionhead are not Scions, nor do they know aught of the Echo. As Lord Portalain said, this may prove our only chance to rescue them. I say we seize it. Thank you everyone, you won't regret this. Okay, let's go save Onionhead! Oh, it's the thing. Holy shit. They know how to design stuff, I'll give them that. Final preparations are almost complete, my lord. There stands the culmination of 5 long years of painstaking work, but all our efforts will be vindicated when the Emperor's vision becomes reality. Alas, we have the power to purge this land of its false gods. We shall give the ignorant children of Eorzea the security and stability they so desperately crave, and which their spineless leaders have so palpably failed to provide. As you say, my lord, rest assured, our engineers will not rest until the weapon is fully armed and operational. Ritatin, you depart for Castrum Ossidins at midnight. You will command the Western Front in Vilbrand. The Eorzeans will attempt to interfere with our plans. You will see that they do not. It's Arm Guy. My lord, if this be your will, I shall carry it out to the best of my ability. I live only to serve the Empire. Seems like a shitty life. Yep, forgive my impudence, but is it proper to give command of half our forces to I have given you nothing, praefectus. You have earned it. That will be all. Dismissed. Yes, my lord. My quarters, 1R. Ooh. Easy does it, guys. According to our scouts, the vessel had scarce touched the ground when a pair of men, captives, by all accounts, burst forth and bolted. Imperial soldiers have since been sighted in the area seeking to recapture them. What? The captives are like to be your friends, you say? Then let us pray that they are a step ahead of their pursuers. The emergency landing reportedly took place near the Orem Vale, situated south and west of here. I suggest you take your search there. The Garleans who were deployed formed search parties and proceeded to scour the wilderness. In order to alert our forces, I returned to my post to find evidence that someone had been here in my presence. Whoever they were, they tried the door to no avail and decided to go elsewhere. In all, I marked 2 sets of footprints, one large and one small. If you search the area, mayhap you will be able to follow the prints to their owners. Surveying, surveying, surveying. Onion head? Onion head! So cold, I want to go home. Hey, what's up? Please don't eat me. I'm not nearly as succulent as I look. It's all skin and bones underneath, I swear. Surprise! It's you. Thank goodness you're here. It's been awful. The Garleans were snapping at our heels like a hungry pack of wolves. I was so hell's-bent on evading them, I almost ran headlong into a monster's gaping maw. Thrice. And when I finally found cover, it hit me how cold and hungry I was. Biggs, he isn't here. He went off in a different direction to lure our pursuers away. What? Oh, I thought it was Minfilia. What the fuck? It's me, Sid. Have you had any success? Half. Tracked down Onion Head? That's wonderful news. Now what of Biggs? I see. Well, it hardly surprises me that the big fellow went off as he did. For all the tongue lashings he gives Wedge, he's always taking care of him. I scoured the area surrounding the Darkhold, but have nothing to show for it. At any rate, we know for a fact that Biggs headed west. With both Ida and Ishtola helping out, I'm sure he'll turn up soon. Now then, I'll make my way over to your position while keeping an eye out for Biggs. Memory serves, there should be an Ishgardian fortification not far to your west. Monument Tower, I believe it's called. Let us meet there. There, I hope, was that Master Garland you spoke with? After 5 long years... Thank goodness he's alive. I'm feeling better now. Let's go to Monument Tower and wait for the chief to arrive. Well met and welcome, adventurer. What brings you to this frozen corner of the realm? Oh, it would seem your companion has caught a chill. Come and warm yourself by the fire. I'll bring you a hot broth. How are we feeling now then? Stay here as long as you need. Same goes for you, friend. 'Tis plain you have a hard journey ahead of you. You must find rest when you can. I'm fine now, thanks to you. But I can't bear to think that Biggs is still all alone in the cold with Garleans on his heels. He lured the enemy away for my sake and now he's suffering for it. I hate to have to rely on you again, but do you think you could search for Biggs? I haven't the slightest notion where he might be at the moment, but maybe, just maybe, the people here have seen something. Your friend's lost in the wilderness, you say? If he's not to be found around here or in the vicinity of Darkhold, it is possible he made for Whitebrim. To reach it, one must travel through Danifin Pass, the southern end of which lies to the north and east of here. While I make no guarantee that your search will bear fruit, it's surely better than worrying in idleness. I wish you luck. Okay, why are they red? What are these hills made out of? Oh, there's Jistola. What the heck? Oh, he's right there. What's up, bro? Can I just like run in here? Nope. Okay. Our orders are to take you back, dead or alive. Which will it be, engineer? Why don't you come and find out, tin head? It's well that you're here. The situation is grave. Biggs is in a bad way. We need to do something right now. Okay, let's go. He does the right of it. He will perish if we delay. With me. He's not alone. Kill them all. Alright. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. Oh shit! Are the bigs here? I may hit hard. And there's another one. Okay. Well, we got bigs. My thanks. Another moment and I would have. He's been too long in the cold. We must find shelter for him. I thought he was going to puke. Monumentar, you say? Very well. Ida and I shall bear him there with all haste. Sid will be so happy to see Biggs and Wedge again. Oh, I love reunions. So why are these mountains red? Anybody? Cannot thank you enough, and the same goes for the rest of you. Thank you all so much. Oh, don't mention it. We're all family, are we not? Well, yes. It's just I didn't think I'd ever see him again. I owed a lot of you my life, and you saved Wedges too. I'm losing count of how many I owe you. Uh-oh. Oh. Biggs, Wedge. Gods, it's good to see the two of you again. Oh yeah, they were on his ship. Chief, it's you. It's really you. In our hearts, we knew you were still alive, but to finally see you in the flesh. When Alphino told me of the raid on the Waking Sands, I feared the worst. What happened? The enemy struck with nary a warning. We didn't stand a chance. Wedge and I were in the workshop when they came. Before we knew what was happening, the Imperials had us at gunpoint. It must have been awful. There's one thing I don't understand though. How did the Guardians get there so fast? I mean, the Immortal Flame should have seen them coming, right? I myself have asked the same question. That day when I returned to the carnage at the Waking Sands, I noted not a miss in horizon, nothing at all to suggest the passing of an Imperial force. From this I conclude that the Guardians came neither by land nor by air. Nay, they were born there by potent teleportation magics of the kind used by the Ashians. Carry on. We were bound and blindfolded and bundled into the cargo bay of a waiting airship. I can't rightly say how long we were aboard, but when the time came for us to disembark, we found ourselves in the midst of an Imperial stronghold, Castrum's Sentry. Upon arrival, we were marched off into the main complex. Biggs and I were thrown into a detainment cell together, while Minfilia and others were taken elsewhere. That was the last we heard of them. Castrum's Sentry. What happened next? Well, we were held in isolation for what felt like years, but was probably moons and maybe only weeks. And then without warning, the Imperials collected the pair of us and put us on another vessel, which we found out was bound for Garlemald, much to our dread. We knew that if we were taken back there, we weren't like to leave again. So, risky though it was, we sabotaged the ship's altitude control and thereby forced an emergency landing. And in the midst of the ensuing chaos, we managed to slip our captors. The rest, they say, is history. Nice. Ha! If I didn't know better, I'd call that a likely story. Sabotaging the altitude controls of an airborne vessel. That will have been Biggs' handiwork, like as not. You always were resourceful in a tight spot, my friend. Thank you for returning my dear assistance to me. It would seem I owe you yet another debt of gratitude. There are still many questions in my mind, but the answers can wait. Minfilia and the others still want for rescue. Alright you lot, Garland Ironworks is back in business. Let's go and give the Imperials what for. Rah! Okay, we get the band back together, minus a few stragglers. Thanks to you, Biggs and Wedge are with us again. Now we must find a way to rescue Minfilia and the others. Gods know we've kept them waiting too long already. That's what I'm saying. Based on what we've learned, I believe it's safe to say they're being held at Castrum Sentry. So let us convene at Revenant's Toll in Mordona. 'Tis as good a place as any to prepare, and better than most. When we arrive, let's seek the advice of the local adventurers. We're bound to learn a thing or two that will benefit our mission. Ooh, what the heck? This place is weird. Cool. Everything's pink. Well met, friend. What brings you to Revenant's Toll? Did I hear you rightly? Your friends are being held captive at Castrum Sentry and you want to rescue them? Don't mean to discourage you, but that might prove difficult. The stronghold has been on high alert of late, with armored patrols seen about the perimeter around the clock. Not even a fly could get within 100 yalms of the walls undetected. If the Garleans were alerted to our coming, we cannot know what they will do to Minfilia and the others. We must act with the greatest stealth. It has to be good old-fashioned infiltration. Well, I'm also a rogue, but with security so tight, how are we going to smuggle ourselves in? Why, I have in mind to walk through the front door. Huh? The front door? I will disguise ourselves as Imperial troops and march right in. Oops. That's a bold strategy, but it just might work. Where we are, there's certainly no shortage of opportunities to borrow the equipment. Knowing those Imperial bastards, they won't even suspect that we savage Eorzeans would think to use their technology. Then it's settled. Ida and I shall go to reconnoiter Garlean activity at the stronghold. It would not do if something were to befall our comrades before we had the chance to act. Come and join us when you're ready. Let's do this. Sometimes I wonder, Ida, are there ever times when you're not enthused? I'm nothing if not enthused, Ishtola, and you're beginning to remind me of Papalimo. If you approach Sentry from the east, you'll see a swampland to your left called the Tangle. Get in there, never mind all the morbals, and navigate your way to the southwestern corner. You'll come upon some drainage pipes coming down from the stronghold. Don't ask me how I know, but one of them leads back up to the command tower. If you listen closely, might be as you can eavesdrop on some of the happenings within. Once we know for certain your friends are there, we'll move to the next stage of the operation. Oh shit. Okay, drainage pipe, actual. What of the captive? Does she still refuse to speak? She may as well be a deaf mute for all the information we've gotten out of her. The others aren't much better. Yells and gets on my nerves most of all. Every time he opens his mouth, it's only to sprout gibberish. I do wonder, why is the Tribunus so obsessed with this Minfilia woman? They say she possesses some mystical power, something we Garleans don't have. Mystical power, like the kind the beastmen use? How am I supposed to bloody know? If you're so curious, why don't you ask the Tribunus yourself? As well as try to humble her. I like my head where it is, thank you very much. Our break is over. Best we get back to our stations. The footfalls grow fainter until all is silent. Can I just like creep up there? No? Okay. Tis good to see you again. I'm given to understand you've conducted some reconnaissance. Tell me, what were you able to learn? So Minfilia and the others are indeed at Castrum Sentry. Their presence thus confirmed, we may proceed with the mission. While you were afield, Sid took the liberty of devising a plan of action. Pray have the details from Mim. Good work, as Alphinote has already told you, we've plotted out a course for the rescue. The gist of it is unchanged. We disguise ourselves as Imperial soldiers and infiltrate the stronghold. Glaumont is looking into ways to procure a suit of magitek armor. In the meantime, I need your assistance for some preparation of my own. It wouldn't do if the Imperials were to discover that they're short in armor. To prevent this from happening, I'm going to put together a makeshift communications jamming device. Imperial forces communicate at a distance via electromagnetic waves. Voices are born upon etheric lightning energy that permeates the air. Now, the hill-sized cluster of corrupted crystals to the west has been observed to amplify the self-same energy. By making use of this property, we should... okay. The plan's to have you enter Castrum Sentry all decked out in Imperial duds, but a disguise is more than just the clothes you're wearing. You also got to act the part. At the very least, you need to know how to perform a convincing Imperial salute. Okay. Okay, wee. Okay, foot stomp. Left foot stomp, right arm across. We have received an anonymous warning that insurgent forces are near. We must redouble our vigilance. I shall recommend that patrols be increased. Well, yeah, I just snuck right by you guys, so... probably a good idea. What you need to do is approach one of these patrols, dressed up in your shiny tin suit, and alert them to the enemy's presence. Having done that, you'll want to lure them as near to Revenant's toll as you can. Like as not, though, they'll be wary of venturing far from their own walls. They do need a bit of extra encouragement. Use this smoke signal here, filched fresh from an Imperial scout. They'll come running when they see that, and when the cavalry arrives, you'll hit them hard and make off with their Reaper. Simple as that. If I ain't mistaken, there's a patrol sweeping the perimeter right now, so run along, eh? Oh, and don't forget to salute. What in the holy hell is this thing? Okay. Nice. Oh yeah, I need to I was about to walk in my own clothes. Yeah, I need to change. Okay, do I really just approach him like this? One of our covert operatives, are you? Carry on, soldier. Insurgents gathering to the east, you say? Judging by your description, they are well beyond the perimeter, but I will not have it said that I was remiss. You, return to the scene and keep an eye on those insurgents. Should all go alright, use your smoke signal to call us. Okay, we gotta lure the smoke. There we go. I hope you don't mind my joining. Seeing as we're seizing advanced weaponry, I thought it best to be on hand. Ah, there she is. This is the place, but where is the enemy? Sir, over there. Send in the Reaper. Let us make an example of these insurgents. Okay. Maybe I should hit the Reaper first, right? I'm just gonna keep running into... Oh my god, they healed it? What? Ah, Sid died. Well, shit. Alright. We gotta take out the odds, not the Reaper. Okay. Oh, there's more. Okay. Oh, we got it, did we? Let's take him out. Alright. There, we got it. Good shit, Sid. Alas, our very own suit of magitek armor. Not wishing to look a gift chocobo in the beak, but it does seem rather worse for wear, doesn't it? Biggs Wedge, what's your honest assessment? Well, there's the fact that she's smoking, of course, but looking past that, I'd say she was structurally sound. I don't like the way these legs are buckled. I hate to say this, but the servo mechanism may be damaged. Ah yes, Onion Head. Thank you for that wonderful insight. Hey, but aren't those things protected by Ilm-thick armor plate? They are, yes. It's odd, the casing doesn't seem to have taken a blow. I suspect we're dealing with a faulty part. Well, whatever it is we're dealing with, we're not resting until it's fixed. Not one wink of sleep. You got that, Wedge? Cart chocobo. I heard that. A hall has been set aside for our use in Revenant's Toll. That's where we'll carry out the repairs. Look for us there. Okay. Whee! Yeet! Ooh. What happened to it being wrecked? Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, it really helps with the algorithm. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss a new upload. Also, follow me on Twitch if you haven't yet. All the links are in the description below. Come say hi, hang out during streams. I hope to see some of you guys over there. Anyway, peace.